In this podcast, the Vishnu Purana talks about Mahat Tattva. Parashara continues his discourse to Maitreya. When the universe has not become manifested, it is yet to manifest. At that point of time, Mahavishnu enters the two essential principles of Prakriti and Purusha. The Prakriti was also, as I said in the earlier podcast, as Pradhana. And Vishnu ensures that they are disturbed. In Vishnu Purana, Vishnu enters Prakriti and Purusha and they are getting disturbed, out of which the universe begins to manifest. The Sankhya Yoga, that system, the Prakriti and Purusha are there, they come into contact, that is Sparshamatra, then Mahat is born. That is what we are going to say in as enunciated in Vishnu Purana. So the only difference between Sankhya and Vishnu Purana elucidation of the Mahat Tattva is that while Vishnu enters the Prakriti and Purusha, they get disturbed and the Mahat is born. When he does this, what was subtle in Pradhana, that is Prakriti, it becomes manifested. That is, the universe which was dormant in the Prakriti, because the three Sattva, Rajas and Tama gunas were in equal proportions, they get disturbed and the principle is gone. The principle is born, that is called the Tattva called Mahat. When the Sattva, Rajas and Tamas are in a state of dormancy in Prakriti, where that Prakriti is inactive, that is called Sankosa. That is the stage where it is drawn itself. It has drawn to itself. When it becomes manifest because of the Sparsha Matra of or the entering of Vishnu in the Purusha principle, when it becomes manifest, it is that process is called Vikasa. Once this is done, this Mahat Tattva comes out and the Sattva, Rajas and Tamas are disturbed, and Vishnu, since he has entered, the Mahat Tattva becomes active, and from this Mahat Tattva becomes Sattva, Rajas and Tamas dispositions, and they become responsible for the evolution of the universe, which will be described in the following podcast. Out of this is born Ahankara. That is, when we say the equal proportions of Sattva and Rajas and Tamas, when they are being disturbed, the Sattva becomes separately. They were together in balance. Now Sattva becomes different, Rajas become different, and Tamas becomes different. Sattvika is also called Vaikarika. Another name for Rajas is called Taijasa, and for Tamasa they are called Bhutati. These are called Ahankara. In Sanskrit, Ahankara means belonging. This is mine. That is called Ahankara. The feeling that it is mine, that is the point where we say it, that I am. That is, today's language you call it as attitude. This doesn't mean Ahankara mean belonging. So, this Ahankara is the reason or the cause for the 5 sense organs and also the 5 organs of knowledge. We will see what 5 organs of knowledge and 5 organs of action in the forthcoming podcast. While on this, in the preceding two podcasts as well as these podcasts, even though these are expressed in these forms, the way it is expressed in Vishnu Purana, when you interpret it in modern terms, this can be done this way. We have potential energy and kinetic energy. The energy that is capable of performing, that is Prakriti. The energy which is already in motion, it is kinetic. So the Purusha Tattva is the active principle, the energy in motion. Whereas the Prakriti is at rest, it is capable of in motion when it starts moving. When these start moving, the movement is possible and the energy is always transferable. Which means whatever energy that is dormant, we call it in Vishnu Purana Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, that is different forms of energy. As all we know, energy can never be created nor destroyed. Energy can only be transferred. As such, when the energy flow itself is the universe. When the universe is formed in the form of energy, they get transferred. This is what is being conveyed in these three episodes in a different format in Vishnu Sahasranama. Because everything in the universe is because of vibration. Vibration creates motion. And there is always a question which we are unable to find an answer even in science, whether motion creates vibration or vibration is the cause of motion. That question is yet to be answered. So for everything, the vibration and movement is responsible. That is also responsible for the formation of the entire cosmos. This is the principle that is being explained in this podcast in Sri Vishnu Purana. We shall be discussing about the evolution of the 5 basic elements of cosmos and also the special quality of each element which is called Tanmatra.